if there's anything that I'm seeing on a regular daily basis in my private practice is an incredible increase in individuals, excuse me, feeling frustrated, confused, with everything from the economy to the political situation, incredibly difficult for many people. And so I want to give some ideas, some thoughts on how do we move out of confusion, irritability, impatience. There's a lot of people right now that don't even know where their next step is. Are they in a job? Yes. Do they like it? No. Do they want to change? Yes. Are they afraid to change? Yes, because they don't know what's out there, and jobs can be very difficult to get in, hold on to in the whole 9 yards. Hey, you're listening to the most positive podcast in the galaxy, David Essel Live, right here on Buzzsprout.com. We are happy to be able to helping Americans heal, the world heal, and everything we do is based on giving you thoughts and ideas to go to the next level in life. So what do we do if we're feeling a little chaotic, we're feeling out of sorts, maybe depressed at some level, maybe frustrated, irritable, maybe even raging over certain things that are going on in life regarding the economy or vaccinations or whatever it might be? So very first thing is we have to slow our little butts down. And what I would highly recommend is whether you work with a counselor, a priest, a therapist, it doesn't matter to me, a coach of any type whatsoever, but get an outsider's opinion. So many times we overthink things. So many times we don't actually go to that next level. So many times we just sort of sit there and say, well, I guess this is just the best in life. And if you were to work with someone for maybe just even 2 or 4 or 6 or 8 sessions, you'd find, oh my God, I wasn't even thinking in these directions. You see, the subconscious mind picks up these thoughts that say, you really can't do X. It's during the inflation. You can't do Y. We're still struggling with the pandemic and getting the perfect job. You can't do X because, you've got a lot of responsibilities at home. You can't take care of yourself. You don't have time for exercise. So we have all of these things that we're saying we can't do, but someone from the outside can look in and go, wait a minute. David, did you know that walking 6 times a day for 10 minutes each has the same weight loss effect as someone who walks for 1 straight hour? And let's say I was battling with stress and weight, and I didn't know that. And that happens to be very true, by the way. Oh my gosh, well, that would come from an outside source, right? So don't be afraid to raise your hand and say, hey, I could really use some help here. I'm not really sure where to go. So that's number 1. Number 2, really pay attention to this because this is everything. What are you doing first thing in the morning, the first 20 to 30 minutes? Where's your head? Where's your mind? If it's in your iPhones, if it's in YouTube, if it's in the news, if it's in some type of political nonsense argument or whatever, it's the worst place in a way to start your day, the worst way to start your day. And if we're going through what most of us are, almost all of us are struggling with either some kind of low energy or depression or confusion, irritability, and we start our day adding that kind of insanity to our mindset, we shouldn't expect change. Unfortunately, we should not expect positive change if we keep doing the same thing. And I'll tell you what, Marcus Aurelius, one of the most incredible philosophers that ever walked this earth, said the whole concept of life is to change and to change again and to change again, and we don't like that as human beings, do we? As human beings, we don't like to change, but I'm telling you that if we keep doing what we're doing, well, the rest of that statement. So let's really get focused on that first 10, 15, 20 minutes. I mean, eventually I have all my clients work up to about an hour. That's the goal. But let's start with 10 minutes of no iPad, no computers, no phone stuff at all, no news, nothing, just you, and maybe an incredible book on philosophy or something that you really find peaceful. Maybe it's meditation, maybe it's prayer, maybe it's journaling. But these are ways that we start to shatter that feeling of overwhelm or that feeling of I'm not getting out of life what I wanted to. I'm this age and I'm using all these excuses, the pandemic, the inflation, the political unrest. I'm using all of these excuses as a reason to not expand my life. Listen, who are you surrounding yourself with? That's going to be the number 3. Because number 2 is going to be what are you doing first thing in the morning? What are you feeding your brain? And then number 3, who are you hanging out with? If you're not hanging out with people that are saying, I believe in that dream, let's go for it. Oh my God, what's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work. What's the best that could happen? It could blow up your world. You need people like that in your corner, and you need to be that type of person for others too. But if you were to write down a list, and here's my last exercise I'm going to give you, write down a list of who you interact with on a regular basis, and next to them, and this is a judgmental exercise, and I'm not afraid to say it is. Next to it, put, do they lift you up? Or do they keep you in neutral or do they take you down? You need to do this seriously. Who we hang out with has everything to do with our attitude, our motivation, or lack thereof. Take this stuff seriously, okay? And then once you get that list and you see that there's 2 or 3 people on your list that always lift you up, well, we need to give them more time. We need to make sure we're in their corner, right? And those people that are neutral, we need to maybe decrease our time a little bit. And those people that are bringing us down, the energy vampires, whatever you want to call them, those are the people that if you don't eliminate, you need to have the strength and the willingness to cut back your interaction dramatically with those type of people. Okay, got it. If you need help, I have 3 free books at our website, talkdavid.com. Download them all. It's going to rock your world. I know they will. And I offer everyone a free 20 minutes discovery call. So if you want help, go to talkdavid.com and we will rock and roll. From now until the end of your life, do not ever stop growing. Move forward. Ask for help. Have fun. Live with joy. Smile all the time. I'm David Essel. Until next time, the website, talkdavid.com. Have an awesome day.